Hey guys, Angel with GetBetterAmerica.com, looking for ways to help you get better. Alright, long anticipated video. I want you to see how fast and how quickly you can literally make a bodybuilder shake on the go, aka a meal replacement shake. There is a big difference, guys, between a protein shake, especially some of the more commercial protein shakes, and a meal replacement shakes. Now, those of you who are familiar with what I call the Trinitarian plate method or the tri-plate method or whatever you want to call it, where you put fiber, starchy carbohydrates, and then protein and all that stuff so that it divides itself up evenly and you're not having to count everything, you just put the plate size. This is how you get that into a shake, and believe it or not, this took me a long time to learn. I don't know why it was so complex, but it wasn't easy. But this is what I'm going to tell you guys. A lot of people have been asking me for this video for several months now. This has been, and I'm embarrassed to admit it, but this has actually been my saving grace many times, because as you can see, we make a really good meal replacement, boom, on the go. You could drink it on the way to work. You could store it in the fridge and then just drink it later. Post-workout meal works really good. Mainly, I'm going to touch on this just real quick before I show you how fast I can make this. Really quick, I want to touch on what literally is the difference between a protein shake and a meal replacement shake. A meal replacement shake is a meal replacement in a bottle. A protein shake is only going to have protein. Now, a protein shake is a perfect snack. It is not a good meal. Your body will go into what's called gluconeogenesis, which is a starvation method. I'm not going to mention any diets that are out there right now, but it's just not a good way. It's actually going to make you slow down and be sluggish. Having all of what you're supposed to have will not only make your core tighter, it'll also keep your body running better, which means, guess what? You're gonna look better, feel better, and you're gonna pump better whenever you do actually do your workouts. So here we go. This is one example. This is not disgusting, nor is it super delicious, but I'll tell you what, it tastes great and it is very easy to go. So here we go. We're gonna see how long this actually takes me to do, okay? So what I'm starting is the blender. I use the NutriBullet because it blends the hell out of everything, right? Okay, so based on my plate method, my own goal weights and all that stuff, my own goal and my weight and all that stuff, I usually have about 50 grams to 60 grams of starchy carbohydrates. Oats are an amazing source of starchy carbohydrates, and yes, believe it or not, raw oats taste freaking wonderful, right? So you start with that. Watch this, okay? Real easily. Twist that puppy up. That is now powder, which will mix nicely. I don't recommend doing that. But that will make it into a powder, which will blend really nicely, because the raw oats will not blend at all. It's horrific. Okay. From there, we're gonna add. I'm lactose intolerant and I hate it. Okay, so I have to work around. You don't want to talk about dietary restrictions, but we just go with. And you can see this is unsweetened, which may sound disgusting. I'm gonna get to that here in a second. Right? I'm gonna add so much. Now this is just liquid. This isn't necessarily one of our macros. Now we're gonna add some fruits. Strawberries, yes, I said fruits. Okay, mangoes, as I said a million times, mangoes, oranges, pineapples, the really sweet ones, those are the ones that are gonna have excess sugar, which not only are gonna add to your your simple caloric intake, which means it turns into fat too fast. That also tends to spike your insulin levels and whatever, and throw off a lot of other things. So just a chunk of fiber. Strawberries are not that sweet, so they're perfect. And now, since I'm lactose intolerant and sometimes I feel like I'm cow intolerant, like Chick-fil-A, no, I'm just kidding. Basically, I'm going to do this. One nice big freaking scoop of egg white protein powder, pretty cheap. Comes out to about 50, 60, 70 cents a serving or whatever. And this double scoop is going to do 32 grams of protein, which is plenty. Sometimes 40, 50, 45-ish around there is cool. At least 25 to 30 is going to be great for almost everybody. All right, so now that I've got that there, right, I'm going to top it off. And yes, there's a line here, and I don't care. I go over, I go under, I figure out what works best. You see that there? Watch this. Oh, I almost forgot. One last thing. So, I used to use honey as a sweetener, and honey I got tired of honey. So, this monk fruit extract is phenomenal. It has like no calories. It doesn't spike your insulin or anything like that, and it adds a beautiful sweet taste to it that tastes almost like sugar with just a few drops. By the way, the recommended drops is like 5. You saw me put about 20. Hey, as little sweets that I eat, sometimes I have a little bit of a sweet tooth. Again, it's not doing anything bad to my shake. Now watch this. you go. Just like that. And if you're gonna drink it right away, drink it right away. Otherwise, screw the top on and take it to go. And it's literally that simple. That took me, what, maybe 2 minutes? So you can imagine how many times something like this, especially if you're trying to eat 4, 5, 6 times a day, is going to be extremely beneficial and delicious, and of course, you know, cheap and easy to cheap to make or whatever. Now there are options. You know, instead of the oats, you could do an external waffle. You could do an external oat bar. You could do all kinds of external things. The fruit could be on the outside. The one thing that probably will be non-negotiable is the whatever protein powder that you're using. But for maximum convenience and maximum drinkage, or whatever, if that's a word, you just put it all into a shake now. And again, it's also going to be for maximum portability. Last thing that I will say is that it is scientific. I actually learned it in school, National Academy of Sports Medicine, that drinking protein, whether it's like this or just a protein shake, within 90 minutes of a hardcore workout, actually for some reason causes increased protein synthesis. Protein synthesis a lot better. In other words, for those of you who don't know that, it actually hits your body better and it's more likely to build back that muscle that you want to build back in the first place anyway. So I hope that helps. As always, I hope that stimulates some good thinking. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, hit me up at email getbetter@getbetteramerica.com. The business number is 331-775-5777, and you can also text that number as well too. Spammers, beware! I will hunt you down and find you. Thanks, and take care, and to your health.